Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Uh, Today we are going to learn about the project management. What is project management? What are the different cycles of the project management for the completion of any project? We will see about the project flow, workflow of the project in the last. Okay. So as you can see in my first screen that these are the project management tools through which we can accomplish our project within the timeline by ensuring the standard and the risk mitigation. Okay, so we will start from the scope first. Okay, so during the planning process, we have to define a scope that is based on the size, limitation, budget, and goals of our project. Knowing our project, your scope can be prevent scope script. If we are define the scope, so during that scope defining, we can prevent the changes in the scope after the deliverables, after the uh, at the last stage of project completion, that we can identify what are the changes occur in a project. Okay, then which occurs the changes which occurs when your project deliverables and work exceed your project scope. As I have already told you that depend on the client. As per the client requirement, there are multiple changes for the different activities to meet their requirement. So client will always change the scope. Okay. Second one is the cost. So for the cost, we can say we need to define a budget for the multiple stages of the project completion. If we give the example that we have to define the material cost, we have to define the manpower cost, then we have to define the manpower, material, and machineries cost. So cranes, scissor lifts, scaffoldings, and there are different multiple machines we require to use for the project completion. Okay, then we can identify the risk for the project completion, which is the major barrier to execute the project. Okay, so through the risk barrier or risk management, we can identify, we can analyze the contract management, we can analyze the vendor management, or through the risk management. Okay, then third one is the procurement. So after the LOA or after the award of project, allocation of project, we need to contact to the multiple vendors for the procurement process. So after getting the requirement from the site team, we need to procure the material and deliver on site during within the time limit. So the execution team can start the installation and testing commissioning activity as per the defined schedule. During the installation of the activities and the testing commissioning activities, we need to identify the or fill the checklist, quality checklist, that the all the execution and all the projects should be shall be work or be executed as per the standard guidelines which are required for the project requirement. Then human resources, as we have already told for the for the in the budget section or costing section, that we need to identify the manpower cost and other required resources for the execution of project. Okay, so human resources means we need to provide the manpower cost, manpower, subcontractor, and staff for the completion of project. Some staff will be sitting in office, and some staff will sit on the site for the client coordination and execution of the project. Communication is the major is the main component for the project completion, or we can say it is a tool that through which we can run our project smoothly with the better communication or coordination with the client, PMC, and subcontractor, and the manpower also. Time. So time is nothing but the tenure in between, we do before that tenure or during that tenure, we need to complete the work or start the work and end complete the project within the timeline. Okay, so we need to ensure the start time and the end date for the work completion. Okay, then we will move for the next slide, that the I have considered this workflow or these strategies for the different stages of the project management for the data center project. Okay, so these are the five steps of project management that required or that necessary for the project completion. First one is the project initiation. In this stage, we will define the goals and the feasibility, that our what are our goals or milestone that we need to close within the timeline. Second one is project planning. In this, we need to define the scope, timeline, then budget, and role and responsibilities of different activities or for different staffs. Then we need to map the vendor based on the activity start and activity finish. After that, the third one is the project execution. So in this project execution, we have to do the design part before the starting of execution. Then after getting approvals and drawing approval from the TDS approval and drawing approval from the client, then we need to start the procurement stage. Procurement is the primary steps for the project execution. Then in the procurement section, we need to provide the approved TDS to the our procurement team. Then they will raise the material requirement to the client vendor. Through the vendor, we will do the payment of their deliveries, and material will be delivered at site for the installation purpose. Then we will start the installation. Through the installation, we need to ensure the work should be as per design and drawing, and the all the checklist related to every activity. We need to fill the checklist and duly certified from the client and PMC for our measurement purpose. Okay, then testing and commissioning, and finally commissioning. Monitoring and controlling, we will learn in deep for each of these phases. Monitoring and controlling, in which we can see the tracking progress and making connections, ensure quality standard. Then our last step is project closure. In this, we will hand over the project, getting some approval from the client for our certifications and other things. And finally, we will give a training to the client for the install activities and testing commissioning equipments. Okay, so we will start first on the project initiation. So in this, during this stage, the project isn't actually approved and in motion. So we have to onboard some people for the goal determination, if the project is even worth pursuing in the first case. Okay, so second one is the project planning. In this, I have already told you that we need to define the scope. Scope means there are multiple packages from the vendor, from the client. That for HVAC, mechanical, firefighting, ELV, CCTV, then fuel leak detection and other activities are there. So we need to map the we in this stage project planning, we have to build a project schedule. So we need to execute the project based considering the baseline of the approved schedule, which is getting approved from the client also. Okay, uh, in tracking of progress, we need to maintain our multiple trackers like project progress, then drawing tracker, then if there are multiple changes in the design and drawing changes, then we need to mark it as a project change scope. Then we need to raise the RFI, getting approved from the client, and then we will execute as per the requirement. There are multiple quality checks for electrical activities like panel installation, cable laying, termination, testing, commissioning activities. For HVAC, there is chill water piping installation, then HVAC ducting installation, copper piping installation, multiple FRAHO, AHU installation checklist are there. So we can make our project as per the standard requirement which are required to meet the requirement of the client. Then in handover process, we need to maintain these all these documents for the handover process, like our measurements, our design drawings, our checklist, our RFI. So our delay analysis, which are required to get the project extension. Okay, and as I have already told you that some after the getting this approval, we can apply for the work completion certificate and the handing over certificate. Okay, then there are some trainings are required like panel operation training, then chill water operation training, then UPS training. Somewhere there are the BMS system, so we need to give some training regarding to BMS, transformer operation, RMA operation. So multiple trainings we need to provide to the client operation team that they can easily operate their operations to interrupt to prevent the interruption of the power which are required to data center or data hub. In next screen, see, this is the workflow of the of any project which is required. We have to maintain this workflow to deliver the project in timeline. Okay, see, first we just I will mark some. Okay, see, this in this phase we will able to get the project. So allocation of project. After allocation we will start, or after kickoff meeting we will start our TDS submission from the approved make list or approved vendors that these vendors have been mentioned in the approved make list of the client. So we will get the TDS approval, TDS from the vendor, and we will submit it to the client for their final approval to meet their requirement or to meet their specification. In between this, there is a design department. So for if client will give us the LOD 300, that is the Revit model which client provide to us to modify or to design the overall model or overall activities as per the project requirement or specification. Okay, then we will submit this drawing to the client for approval. Then we have to if there is a bus duct, there is a chill water piping, so support and equipment marking will be done in the LOD 350 or LOD 400. Okay, so these are the design part of the drawing. If there are any changes, we need to raise the RFI for the client approval for any project change request. Then client will approve, and we will go along with the our installation or our project requirement, and then we will go this drawing. Will give this drawing to our site team. So on that basis, they will execute the work on site. Okay. Actually, I have bifurcate this color wise because this is the site team work that we will do on the site. Then this is the office related work that the procurement department or office will do this work. These are the work and sorry, these are the estimation team work, and these are the team work again. So see, after just wait, I will Ah, see, now we are at this stage. Okay, so after TDS approval the client will approve the TDS, or if there any change, we can again propose for the make changes in the vendor. So through this we can change the make if the approved TDS or the material is not available with the vendor. So after procurement, we will go for the material inspection or factory inspection, that we can say as a L1. So there are five stages of the any project, from the initiation to closure. So L1, L2, L, L3, L4 and L5. Actually there is a L0 also, but L0 and L0 is the part of fact. Then L2 is the part of installation. Then this is pre-commissioning. Then this is commissioning, and this is handover. Okay. So in L1 we will do the factory inspection. We have to raise the inspection call to the client, or vendor will also raise the inspection call to us and looping client. Then client representative will go to this factory. Then he will inspect the material, sample material, or do the type testing. And based on that, final inspected material or the a lot of that material will be delivered at site. This material, see, you can see there is also material inspection part and installation. So what happen after the material inspection, the material will delivered at site. Actually, these two things are linked to this. So after material delivery, uh, the material will be inspected by client representative, whether it is quality person or the execution engineer also. And after inspection, we can start the installation on site. So we consider, or we have to know that L2 means the installation or execution at the site. Okay. Then after my installation part, we will have to ensure the work inspection and the measurement. So work inspection means we need to certify our executed work or installation as per the project requirement or as per the approved document. So the client will certify and duly sign, and this will need to record for the our billing purpose also. So this is also important, because sometime what happen, we will execute the work more than a month, more than 2 months, but client will not sign because of some documents are pending there. So we need to ensure that all documents should be cleared when we are getting the work inspection report from the client. So along with the measurement, we need to submit these work inspection report to the for the billing department, for the billing purpose. Okay. So in line with this, if we have done the material inspection and the work inspection also, and we have get the measurement, then we know about the quantity variation. So what happen after delivery, we cross check the overall scope of the work. Then we get to know about that if there is any quantity variation, we raise the, or we need to send a formal mail to the client for the quantity variation approval. And we have to know about that there is some project change scope. So on that basis, we need to raise RFI and take approval from the client to make it as NT item, non-tender item. So in these two cases, we need to identify the quantity or NT items, and we need to send it to our commercial department, sorry, the commercial department or estimation department, so that they can do the rate analysis and send it back to the client for the commercial approval. So on that basis, we can procure this material by submitting the TDS from this stage, that TDS submission. Then we will go for the material inspection and other things, and then we can execute the material on site for this stage. Okay, this stage. These are the parts of our procurement and the site team. After work inspection and measurement, we need to start the pre-commissioning testing of equipment and services. This will execute based on the temporary supply provided on the floors or from the construction power. So by using this power, we can start our pre-commissioning activities before L4. So here is again one stage is there, that NEA. So this is network early access. So in this stage, client will visit the site and they will oversee the installation of the project. So if there are some observation, there is an observation, the client will note down one list that we can say that snag list or site observation report. So they will send us a SOR as per their observation during the site visit. So we can accordingly we will start the snack closure also. So snack closure is the part of functional testing to the red line markup or as build, because during the as build the client will also raise some SOR to close the to identify or to analyze the project requirement or to cross check the project requirement whether we have executed on site or not. So during the L3, we need to cross check our pre-commissioning activities. There are some equipment testing, then there are some panel testing, BMS integration, and other things, DG testing, UPS testing. After this L3, then we will offer a client for the functional testing. So this stage we consider as a L4. So in this case, client will also witness the testing activity and they will start the integration of the BMS system or with all the activities, DG syncing, then the interruption of power, then UPS testing, HVAC, cooling, security, fire alarm, fire fighting, all these things we need to test in this L4 stage. So there are multiple testing activities are there according to the packages. So we will see this functional testing of different equipment or different activities or packages in the our next video. So we can learn deeply for this section. Okay. After the L4, we need to generate a test report and witness from the client. So after the after client witness or after L4, we have some test report that we have already noted some raw data in the presence of the client representative or a testing engineer. So on that basis, we need to make a formal test report and get witness from the client. On that basis, uh, after the generation of test report or L4, we can do the if the testing is successful without any interruption or without any snack closure, then we can charge the equipment successfully. Okay, so this is the L4 L5 stage, so in which we will hand over the data hall to the client with all the testing done, with all the installation done, or with all the as built done. Then we will go for the this is the alternate work that along with this L5 stage. So red line markup and as built drawing we can provide the to the client for the final approval. After getting final approval, we need to submit one copy of this as built drawing for our TDS documents, our work inspection report, then our measurements, that all the our quantity variation, our NT items, so all these documents we need to give to the client for the as a project closing part and handing over part. Okay, project closing and handing over is nothing but the L6 stage of the project. So we need to provide the snag closure list or snag histogram in which we have to mention that number of snags, when it is observed or when it is open, then close, and this total, and one more part is aging. So client will observe that in how many days we have closed this snack to ensure the upcoming project requirement with the vendor, or to analyze the vendor capability. Okay, so guys, this is the overall process of the any project that we need to align with these steps to ensure the project delivery in time, or to ensure the client requirement as per our documents, or as per their specification when to deliver the project. Okay, so if you like the video, you can comment in section, and please like the video and subscribe the channel. So I will come with the next video, interesting video towards you. So please like and subscribe the channel. Thank you, friends.